governed by a homeowners association with common areas, there'll be landscaped areas, paved areas, concrete covered areas. The property will be serviced by municipal water and sewer, and all buildings are anticipated to be a slab-on-grade construction.
Looking under a few bushes and say, well, we didn't find anything. Must be fine to develop. Everything's honky-dory because the developer says he's gonna notify EPA or
and we hear you
if he finds something.
That we hear you, and there are processes that are put in place if you have questions with regard to that in the future.
Just like the process for the past 20 years with the old owner, and you see how that worked.
We have a regulatory process in place.
What's that?
We have a regulatory process in place.
Right. We see how well that worked.
Please.
We see how well that worked.
Please. We will do our job. We will ensure that they do their job. We'll leave it at that.
Right.
Thank you.
Just bury your head in the sand and say they're going to do their job, none of your business, what's going on. When all this is released into the air, tough luck. We're doing our job.
Every time Mr. P comes to a meeting for this development, he has an axe to grind with Mr. Scarfield. So back in 2008...
Actually, I have an axe to grind with the one who's trying to poison the community right now. And I looked at the plans.
Will you let me finish, and I'll let you finish.
190-some shoebox
So back
size
in 2008,
residences
EPA...
on a toxic waste dump. What are they, nuts?
There will be land use restrictions that are recorded on the deed for the property. As one of the purposes of showing a figure like this is to establish, yes, we have environmental concerns, but we have a nice distribution of sampling across the site. So restricted residential use allows for residential use of the property under all populations. This is a definition by MDE.
Said free beer, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight. I know we have a lot of community groups here, and a lot of neighbors, public officials. My name is John Bontran. A lot of you know me. Developed the Iroquois property. And tonight we're going to let you know what our plans are with your input to develop the SEAGRAM'S property. We'll give everyone a chance to ask questions and get answers.
Scarfield wanted to drive me from the premises because while this large-scale toxic disposal business was going on, when Scarfield was running his little criminal enterprises there, I was an eyewitness, and I was going to bow down to Scarfield. Everyone bowed down to Scarfield and kissed his butt. When I was living there, I also had a front row seat while watching trucks come in at night, deliver their loads, watching Mr. Scarfield's large-scale illegal toxic waste operation on the property. For anyone who doesn't know who Frank Scarfield is, and he's pretty well known in the county, but in case anyone doesn't know, this is a voicemail that he left me doing that large-scale toxic waste operation on the property.
Hey, this is Frank. Frank, Pete, I want you to know, I want to talk to you, and if you don't keep your mouth shut, I will send some people down there to see you, okay? I got your check. I don't want your check. I want you out of my property. Okay? Bye.
Well, I had a lease, and I put about $15,000 of my own money into Mr. Scarfield one day. I provided the water and the electric and everything else that he promised. So I wasn't going anywhere. And if he wants to shut me up, that's too bad. I got things to say. I have met no one, and I've talked to plenty of people over the years throughout that area and throughout Dundalk, and I have met no one who is in favor of Bontran's plan to build high-density housing on that former toxic waste dump. Mr. Bontran has zero support among the community. He may have a little bit of support among his political friends, whoever they may be, but none among the community. I have read his PUD proposal, drafted by his lawyers for hire. All I can say is lies, lies, and more lies. One, excuse my French, but one shyster lie after another. Given the part about posting, no post about this meeting, no post about the final vote. In the 3 minutes I am allowed to speak, I can't possibly cover all the falsehoods contained in that report. And this is not to mention the minutes of the meeting that John Von Tran controlled. I read those minutes, and they were highly sanitized. It was sanitized in his favor. And even then, almost everyone at that meeting didn't quite go along with his plans. And when there was vocal objections, such as myself, in which I was being... Can I just, one more sentence?
Thank you, sir. Yes, I included that sentence.
Thank you. All I can say is, oh, and one more thing. Susan
No,
Halbert.
you can finish your sentence.
Susan Halbert of the EPA CID, former director, is of the opinion that there should be no development there. The place is too highly contaminated, and it's in other brownfields, in her opinion.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're having the inner city blight come out the Dundee.
Which is already
That's what it's already at.
Yes.
That's what Dundalk looks like right now, and it's getting worse, and that's all they're gonna cause it for. They're stacking houses, they're gonna stack cramped houses in there in a little 12, 13 acre lot.
I mean, a 12, 13-foot lot.
Well, that's about what it's gonna be. I'm saying
It's total 12
it's 12 to 13 acres.
Okay,
It's
the
just
whole thing.
the
The whole thing.
amount of land.
Oh, sure.
And they're
the
gonna
whole thing
cram
is-
200 houses in there.
Okay. To the one like before. Okay.
It's totally ridiculous.
Okay.